Hey guys, my name is Patrick Nieto and I graduated Southside in 2012. I'm in the National Guard and finished up my freshman year at IU Bloomington, and my major is human biology. Um, Joining the military was actually my first choice post high school since freshman year. It was not a backup plan for me, rather my first goal. The physical fitness was a major part for me in joining. In ninth grade, I lost about 20 to 30 pounds during my football conditioning, and I found out I was relatively athletic. And I played a total of six sports in high school, all varsity level, and it kept me fit. And I wanted to keep that. I wanted to keep that going into college years since I knew I wasn't going to picked up for college. And I thought the military could keep me fit. Uh, College was a possibility. Was a definite possibility for me because my academically, I was pretty strong and I felt really confident in my skills. I found out more about the careers for military from a job I had. My boss's son was a combat medic and special forces combat medic, and that got me thinking about being a medic and then hopefully a doctor one day. And that's the path I chose to choose now. Um, I didn't know which branch I wanted to be in first. I started talking to every recruiter that went to Southside. My first choice was Marines, but then I learned the Marines now have a medical corps. Their medical corps is from the Navy, and I looked in the Navy, and their corpsmen are really, really renowned, but they don't do physical training very much, and they actually sometimes find ways out of it. But the Army National Guard had a mandatory physical training test monthly, and combat medics are a big part of what they have, and also they offer medical officers, which could further a career in a doctorate program for me. And I felt that fit me best. My choice of college, I knew I wanted to go to school with a great ROTC program, and I thought about West Point and I thought about Texas A&M, which have really strong programs. But IU is ranked number one ROTC in the nation for public schools, and it has a great med school, and so it just made sense to me. The ROTC program here is very organized, and it's really good at keeping us up to date with current events and with past events and past deployments and past situations and all that. And it's really given us skills to help develop our military careers. Since we're in college, we don't go for training once a month like the contract says we do for my enlisted National Guard enlistment contract. Instead, we have physical training three times a week, and 2 weeks in the summer we work, and basically that's my contract fulfillment still. Um, in a way, I got lucky. The Indian National Guard is one of the few states that provide 100% tuition assistance for Guard members. Um, in this current fiasco with losing financial tuition with the Army, it didn't affect me because I'm an Indiana National Guard and a lot of my funding comes from the state of Indiana. And so, since Indiana's doing pretty well financially, I got all my full tuition and I'm still going to school. And actually, I'm still getting paid to go to school because I work every month. Um, Not every school was so lucky as IU, so if you're choosing to go my path, please be sure to look into your school's ROTC program. Um, my parents are a huge integral part in my decision making. They're 100% behind me in whatever I do, as long as I have the research done. And also, they supported me through asking me the right questions, as in like what if or how about. And once I was actually old enough to talk with recruiters outside of school and set up meetings and appointments, my parents were always involved. Not because they forced themselves on it, but just because I asked them to be. Um, Without their support, the whole situation would be a lot more difficult. And I feel like they made it so much easier knowing that they were behind me. It made it so much easier knowing that they were behind me the whole way through, and that was really helpful for all of us. Um, Out of the seven meetings I had, my parents attended each of them, and so they knew just about the information as much as I did, and it felt like we were all on the same page the whole time. If I could do anything differently, um, the only factor that I wish I could change was my graduation date, due to it being June 16th rather than June 9th. I had to deploy, or I had to leave for basic training a week later than scheduled, and it threw my whole schedule off, and I missed 2 weeks of school in IU. And if I were to go through straight training from basic through AIT, advanced individual training, then I would have missed 28 weeks of school, which would means I would have had to miss a whole year of school basically. And so I wish I could have found a way to break it in evenly, so I wouldn't have to miss school. Sadly enough, my planning didn't work out as planned. I still have to miss next semester, but regardless, it's better missing a semester than a year straight, I feel. Um, but if I could have gotten the scheduling down, then I would have gone straight through and missed one semester, most definitely. Uh, I'm very satisfied with my decision. As a combat medic, I'm learning a variety of skills, and with ROTC, I enjoy my physical training. And we get to have sports team competitions. I won my first state title. I won a gold badge for military proficiency. Just there's a lot of opportunities here for people who are searching for them, who want to pursue them. Um, I feel safely. I feel safe in a safe environment. I feel like a safe learning environment, and I feel really closely related to the people that I'm in the program with. And I really am satisfied with my decision. Parents who are listening, you might be happy to know that Indiana Guard, we're on a 6 to 8 year cycle, and my contract is only 6 years. And our last deployment was scheduled for June, but it just got pulled, and so there is virtually no chance of me being deployed, since my contract does not coincide with the schedule. Furthermore, if you're enlisted or if you are an enlisted member and you're in an ROTC program, you get what's called a control number, and with the control number, you are virtually untouchable by the military until you finish schooling, and as long as you're in good academic standing, fulfilling your requirements. So, for the next 4 years, I am completely untouchable for deployment, and I feel like that helped a lot. It helped my mom out, at least, knowing that. And I'm very glad with my current commitment. I'm very satisfied. I plan on making this career 20 years, and I'm done. Well, 19 more. And I hope that this works out for the best for me, and I feel like so far it has. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your time.